Hello guys, welcome to the fiction series. Today we are gonna see, what if Naruto and Ino fell in love? If you want more awesome fan fiction like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, so without wasting any time, let's get into the video. The sun dipped low on the horizon, casting long shadows across the vibrant streets of Konoha. Naruto wandered aimlessly, his heart heavy with the weight of recent village events. The loneliness that had plagued him for years seemed more pronounced than ever. He yearned for a moment of respite from the turmoil inside him, and by some unspoken instinct, his steps led him to the Yamanaka flower shop. As he pushed open the shop's door, a soft jingle announced his arrival. The sweet aroma of blooming flowers washed over him, providing an immediate sense of comfort. The bustling shop was a sanctuary of colors and fragrances, each bloom a testament to life's resilience. Ino, a young and strikingly beautiful kunoichi with long golden hair and an air of elegance about her, was busy arranging bouquets. She possessed a unique grace and charm that drew people in, even amid the daily rush of customers. Ino looked up from her work, and her sapphire eyes widened in surprise as they locked onto Naruto's familiar figure. His presence in the flower shop was unexpected, and she couldn't help but notice that he appeared different from his usual energetic self. The perpetual orange jumpsuit was absent, replaced by more muted attire that suited the somber mood that clung to him. Naruto approached a display of vibrant lilies, their petals radiating warmth and light, yet he seemed lost in their midst. Ino couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss, and her natural empathetic instinct stirred. She gently set down the bouquet she was arranging and walked over to him. "Naruto," Ino said, her voice soft and comforting, "you look like you could use some cheering up." Startled, Naruto turned to face her, his azure eyes filled with a mixture of surprise and gratitude. He hadn't expected such a warm welcome, especially from someone who had always been part of the more elite crowd in the village. Ino's reputation was that of a strong and confident kunoichi, not one known for reaching out to those like him. "Yeah," Naruto admitted with a hesitant smile, "I guess I could." Ino's smile widened, and she gestured to a cozy corner of the shop where a table was set up with tea and comfortable chairs. "Come, have a seat," she offered. Naruto hesitated for a moment, unsure of how to respond to this sudden kindness. He hadn't talked much with Ino in the past, but he'd always had a sense that there was more to her than met the eye. With a nod, he followed her to the table and settled into one of the chairs. As Ino prepared tea, Naruto couldn't help but study the flower arrangements around him. They were so meticulously put together, each bouquet a reflection of the care and artistry that went into its creation. He wondered if there was a deeper meaning behind these flowers, something he had missed in his previous visits. Ino returned with a steaming cup of tea and sat across from Naruto. "So, what's been bothering you?" she asked, her eyes filled with genuine concern. Naruto hesitated, not used to opening up about his feelings. But there was something about Ino's presence that made him want to confide in her. "It's just everything," he began, his voice soft. "Lately, the village has been so divided, and I can't shake the feeling that I'm still an outsider, even after all these years." Ino nodded, her golden hair cascading over her shoulder as she leaned forward, attentive. "I can understand how that might be tough for you. But you know, sometimes people see things differently when they're hurting, and they don't always express their feelings in the best way." Naruto looked at her, surprised by her wisdom and understanding. She continued, "Konoha has its share of problems, but it's also a place filled with good people who care about one another. I've learned that sometimes all it takes is reaching out, talking, and finding common ground." Naruto took a sip of the tea, the warmth of the liquid soothing his troubled heart. He considered Ino's words and the quiet wisdom behind them. Maybe he had been too quick to judge the village and the people in it. Ino, sensing that Naruto needed more than just words, reached across the table and placed a hand on his. Her touch was gentle and reassuring, a silent promise that she was there for him. Naruto's eyes met hers, and he saw a depth of kindness he hadn't fully appreciated before. "I know it's not easy," Ino said, "but sometimes all you need is someone to lean on. You're not alone, Naruto." Naruto felt a lump in his throat, and he knew that he had found an unexpected friend in Ino. In the midst of his loneliness, he had stumbled upon a chance encounter that might just change everything. As the two sat together in the Yamanaka flower shop, a newfound connection began to bloom, just like the vibrant flowers that surrounded them, offering hope in a world filled with uncertainties. Little did they know that this chance encounter would be the start of a beautiful and unexpected journey, one that would lead to a love they never saw coming. Over the following weeks, Naruto found himself drawn to the Yamanaka flower shop more often. The once quiet shop had transformed into a place of refuge for him, and it wasn't just the vibrant blooms that had captured his heart. It was the presence of Ino, the kunoichi with the golden hair and the ever-caring smile. With each visit, their conversations deepened, and the more time Naruto spent with Ino, the more he realized that she was a kindred spirit, someone who had experienced her share of hardships in the village. She had seen past his loud exterior and recognized a deeper, kinder soul within him. As their friendship began to grow, Naruto discovered that Ino was not the superficial, self-centered girl he had once thought she was. She had depth and strength of character, and she was genuinely interested in getting to know him beyond the masked loneliness he wore. One sunny afternoon, Naruto sat at the familiar corner table in the flower shop, sipping on a cup of tea, while Ino arranged a bouquet nearby. He watched her work, her fingers expertly selecting each flower with care and precision. "You're really good at this," Naruto commented, a smile tugging at the corners of his lips. Ino looked up, her sapphire eyes sparkling with gratitude. "Thank you, Naruto. It's something I've always loved doing. Flowers have a way of brightening up even the darkest days." Naruto nodded, his gaze drifting to a nearby bouquet of sunflowers. "Yeah, they do. Just like you, Ino. You've got this way of making people feel better." Ino blushed at the compliment, something that rarely happened. "You're too kind, Naruto. But you know, I think it's because we all have our struggles, and sometimes it's easier to connect with people who understand that." Naruto's eyes softened. "You're right. I've been through a lot, and it's not always easy to talk about it. But it's different with you. I can tell you see the real me." Ino's heart swelled with warmth. "I do, Naruto. I see the determination and the strength you carry, and I admire it. It's not easy being an outcast, but you've grown into an incredible ninja." As the days turned into weeks, Naruto and Ino spent more time together, their friendship deepening with each passing conversation. They found solace in each other's company, and it wasn't long before they were sharing their dreams, their fears, and their hopes. Ino's strength and Naruto's determination became a source of mutual inspiration. She marveled at his unyielding resolve to protect the village, and he admired her ability to find beauty in the most unexpected places. Their differences seemed to complement each other perfectly. One evening, they sat together in the flower shop, the sun setting behind the hills, casting long shadows through the open door. Naruto gazed out at the fading light, his thoughts a whirlwind of emotions. "You know, Ino," he began, his voice soft but filled with sincerity, "I'm really glad I found this place, and I'm even happier that I found you." Ino turned to him, her eyes reflecting the same sentiment. "I'm glad too, Naruto. I used to see you as the village's troublemaker, but now, I see you as a strong caring friend." Naruto's heart skipped a beat. "Ino, there's something I've been meaning to tell you." He paused, his words catching in his throat. I really enjoy spending time with you, and I think I'm starting to." Ino leaned in, her curiosity piqued. "Starting to what?" Naruto took a deep breath, his eyes locked onto hers. "I think I'm starting to fall for you, Ino." Ino blinked, her cheeks turning a delicate shade of pink. She had never expected this confession, but deep down, she couldn't deny the growing feelings she had for Naruto as well. "Naruto," she began, her voice trembling slightly, I think I feel the same way." A warm smile spread across Naruto's face, and he reached out, taking Ino's hand in his. Their fingers interlocked, and it felt like the missing piece in their lives had finally fallen into place. The moment was delicate and filled with the promise of something beautiful. As the evening sun dipped below the horizon, casting the shop in a warm golden light, Naruto and Ino's friendship had grown into something more. They had found in each other a connection that transcended the boundaries of loneliness, and a new chapter in their lives had begun. Little did they know that their blossoming friendship was the start of something deeper, a love story that would change their lives and the village of Konoha forever. The arrival of spring in Konoha marked the annual festival of the blossoms, a time when the village came alive with vibrant colors, dancing, and laughter. The streets were adorned with cherry blossoms, and lanterns were strung from every tree, casting a warm, inviting glow over the revelry below. Naruto couldn't think of a better occasion to invite Ino to, as he had been looking forward to spending more time with her. The bond between them had grown stronger, their connection deepening with every conversation and shared moment. One sunny afternoon, Naruto, his hands stuffed into his pockets and a hopeful smile on his face, stood outside the Yamanaka flower shop. Ino emerged from the shop's doorway, her golden hair catching the sunlight, and the anticipation in her eyes was palpable. "Naruto, you're here." Ino exclaimed with a smile that seemed to light up the whole street. "Yeah, Ino," he replied, "I wanted to invite you to the Festival of the Blossoms. It's a big deal in Konoha, and I thought it would be fun to go together." Ino's eyes sparkled with excitement. "I'd love to, Naruto. Thank you for inviting me." The night of the festival arrived, and Naruto and Ino joined the bustling crowd of villagers who filled the streets. There were food stalls offering a dazzling array of local dishes, musicians playing lively tunes, and vendors selling trinkets and souvenirs. The aroma of street food filled the air as they sampled various delicacies, sharing laughter and stories as they went. Naruto was struck by how different the festival felt with Ino by his side. It was as if her presence added an extra layer of magic to the already enchanting evening. He couldn't help but admire her grace and beauty as she moved gracefully through the crowds. As the night wore on, they made their way to the center of the festival, where a large stage had been set up. A group of dancers took the stage, their colorful costumes swirling with each graceful movement. The music, a melody of traditional and modern tunes, had a rhythm that was impossible to resist. Naruto and Ino joined the dancing, their laughter echoing in the cool evening air. The festival was a testament to the vitality of the village, a celebration of unity, and the strength of the bonds that held the people of Konoha together. Naruto realized that he was no longer an outsider, but a cherished member of this vibrant community. Later in the evening, they strolled to a quieter part of the festival grounds, away from the bustling crowds. The cherry blossoms above them rustled in the gentle breeze, their petals falling like confetti around the two friends. Ino gazed at the falling blossoms, her voice soft and contemplative. "You know, Naruto, these cherry blossoms are a symbol of renewal and new beginnings. They remind us that even after the harshest of winters, life can bloom again." Naruto turned his gaze toward her, his heart swelling with affection. "Yeah, Ino, and being here with you feels like a new beginning for me. I've never experienced a festival like this before, and I'm so glad you're a part of it." As the night deepened, the distant sound of drums signaled the beginning of the festival's grand finale. A spectacular fireworks display. The night sky exploded in a breathtaking display of color and light, painting the heavens with radiant bursts of red, blue, and gold. Naruto and Ino watched in awe as the fireworks illuminated the night, their faces bathed in the ever-changing hues of the display. In the midst of the breathtaking spectacle, they turned to each other, their eyes locking in a quiet shared moment. Ino's hand found its way into Naruto's, and they stood together, a mixture of excitement and wonder on their faces. As the final, resplendent fireworks lit up the sky, their hearts raced, and the connection between them deepened. Naruto leaned in, and Ino did the same, their lips meeting in a gentle tentative kiss. It was a kiss filled with the promise of a new beginning, a future they would navigate together. When they finally pulled away, Ino's cheeks were rosy with a mixture of excitement and warmth. "Naruto," she whispered, "I'm so glad I came to the festival with you. It's been an incredible night." Naruto smiled, his heart filled with joy and hope. "It's been amazing, Ino. And it's just the beginning." As the festival drew to a close and the crowds began to disperse, Naruto and Ino walked hand in hand through the now quiet streets of Konoha, their newfound connection glowing as brightly as the festival lanterns. The Festival of the Blossoms had been a night to remember, a testament to the beauty of new beginnings and the magic that love and friendship could bring. Naruto and Ino's journey was far from over, and they both felt that something extraordinary had begun to bloom between them. In the days following the Festival of the Blossoms, Naruto and Ino's budding romance continued to flourish. The festival had been a significant turning point in their relationship, a night that had brought them closer together and deepened their connection. As spring gave way to summer, they found solace in each other's company and shared dreams of the future. Yet, Naruto couldn't help but notice that Ino carried a weight within her, a shadow of pain that occasionally dimmed her radiant smile. It was a burden she rarely shared with anyone, even him. Her graceful exterior concealed a deep well of hidden sorrow, and Naruto was determined to be there for her, just as she had been there for him when he needed someone to lean on. One sunny afternoon, Naruto ventured into the Yamanaka flower shop, the place that had become a sanctuary for their growing affection. He found Ino among the blooms, but this time, she was different. Her usual vibrancy was replaced by a distant look in her eyes, and her graceful movements were slower, almost hesitant. "Ino," Naruto said gently, "is everything okay?" Ino turned to face him, her expression a mix of surprise and vulnerability. "Oh, Naruto. I didn't expect to see you here." Naruto approached her, a mixture of concern and compassion in his eyes. "I can tell something's bothering you. If you want to talk about it, I'm here to listen." Ino hesitated, her gaze dropping to the flowers she was arranging. Naruto's offer was tempting, but the wounds from her past were deep, and she wasn't sure if she was ready to reveal them. Yet, there was a warmth and understanding in his eyes that made her want to confide in him. With a sigh, Ino placed the bouquet aside and looked into Naruto's caring eyes. "It's just sometimes I can't escape the memories of the past. My team, Asuma-sensei, and the losses we suffered. It's like a heavy weight that's always with me." Naruto nodded, understanding the pain of loss all too well. "I get it, Ino. I know what it's like to carry those kinds of memories. It's hard, but you don't have to carry them alone." Ino's voice quivered as she continued, "Asuma-sensei, he was like a second father to me. Losing him was one of the most painful moments of my life. And Shikamaru, I miss him so much. He was like a brother. I keep thinking about all the things I wish I could have said or done differently." Naruto reached out and gently took Ino's hand, his touch providing comfort and understanding. "Ino, you can't change the past, but you can honor their memories by living your life to the fullest. And you don't have to do it alone. I'm here for you, always." Tears welled up in Ino's eyes, and she couldn't hold them back any longer. Her shoulders shook with the weight of her grief, and Naruto pulled her into a comforting embrace. Ino buried her face in his shoulder, letting the tears flow freely. Naruto held her close, offering the strength of his presence as a silent promise that he would be there for her, no matter what. He understood the pain of loss, the regrets that came with it, and the healing power of shared sorrow. After some time, Ino's tears subsided and she pulled away from the embrace. She offered Naruto a faint grateful smile. "Thank you, Naruto. I don't know what I would do without you." Naruto smiled back, his eyes filled with unwavering support. "You don't have to do anything alone, Ino. We'll get through this together." Ino nodded and a newfound sense of relief washed over her. For the first time in a long while, she felt that she didn't have to carry the weight of her pain by herself. She had Naruto, a true friend and a caring partner who understood her in a way no one else ever had. As the days turned into weeks, Naruto and Ino continued to support each other through the ups and downs of life. Their bond deepened with each shared experience and conversation, and they discovered that love wasn't just about happiness, it was about being there for each other in times of sorrow. Ino's hidden pain had brought them closer, and together, they found strength in their shared journey. They had learned that love was not just a source of joy, but a powerful force that could heal even the deepest wounds of the heart. The warm days of summer had given way to cooler nights, and Naruto's feelings for Ino had continued to blossom along with the changing seasons. Their friendship had grown into something beautiful, a connection that transcended words and spoke to the depths of their hearts. Yet, as the days passed, Naruto couldn't ignore the undeniable truth. He had fallen deeply in love with Ino. He had never been one to shy away from his emotions or hold back his true feelings, but admitting his love for Ino was different. It was as if the stakes were higher, and the possibility of rejection was a daunting specter that loomed over him. Naruto knew that he had to take the chance, even if it meant putting his heart on the line. One evening, the two of them found themselves on a grassy hill overlooking the village, bathed in the soft, silvery light of the moon and stars. They lay side by side, gazing up at the night sky, their fingers barely touching as they reveled in the peaceful moment. Naruto's heart raced as he turned his head to look at Ino, her profile radiant in the moonlight. The soft breeze rustled through her golden hair, adding to her ethereal beauty. It was now or never, he thought, and he couldn't let this moment slip away. "Ino," he began, his voice a gentle whisper, "there's something I've been meaning to tell you." Ino turned her head to meet his gaze, her sapphire eyes filled with curiosity. "What is it, Naruto?" Naruto took a deep breath, his heart pounding in his chest. "I've been through so much in my life, and I've faced challenges that I never thought I could overcome. But in all those struggles, there's been one constant, one person who's been there for me, who's seen me for who I truly am." Ino's brow furrowed slightly, a mixture of anticipation and concern in her eyes. "Naruto, what are you trying to say?" Naruto turned to face her fully, his eyes locked onto hers. "Ino, I love you." The words hung in the air, a declaration of love and vulnerability that seemed to stretch into eternity. Ino's eyes widened in surprise, and she was momentarily at a loss for words. Naruto continued, his voice trembling with sincerity. "I love your kindness, your strength, and the way you've helped me see the world in a different light. You mean everything to me, Ino, and I can't keep this to myself any longer." Ino's emotions swirled within her, and her gaze dropped to the grass beneath them. She had never expected this confession, and it left her with a whirlwind of thoughts and feelings. She was deeply touched by Naruto's sincerity and the love that shone in his eyes. Finally, she looked back at him, her voice soft and filled with emotion. "Naruto, I don't know what to say. This is all so sudden." Naruto nodded, his heart heavy with uncertainty. "I understand, Ino. I didn't mean to overwhelm you. I just needed you to know how I feel." Ino reached out and gently took his hand, her touch warm and reassuring. "Naruto, your feelings mean a lot to me. I've grown to care about you so much, and I never expected this. Give me some time to think, okay?" Naruto nodded, a mixture of relief and hope washing over him. "Of course, Ino. Take all the time you need." As they lay there on the hill, the moon and stars above them, they found comfort in the silence that surrounded them. It was a pivotal moment, a crossroads in their relationship, and neither of them knew what the future held. But one thing was certain. Their connection had deepened, and the love that had blossomed between them was a force that couldn't be ignored. Ino's heart was in turmoil, torn between the unexpected feelings that had come to light and the uncertainties of their future. Naruto, on the other hand, felt a sense of relief in finally sharing his love, even if the outcome remained uncertain. What lay ahead for them was a journey neither could predict, but it was a journey they were willing to undertake together. Ino lay on the grassy hill, her thoughts spinning like a tempest inside her mind. Naruto's heartfelt confession had left her feeling a whirlwind of emotions, and she was deeply conflicted. Her own feelings for Naruto had been growing steadily over time, and it wasn't lost on her that he had ignited a fire in her heart, a fire she had kept buried for so long. The moon hung low in the sky, casting its gentle glow on the landscape, but Ino's heart was anything but calm. She turned to gaze at Naruto, who lay beside her, his blue eyes filled with hope and uncertainty. His love had taken her by surprise, and while she couldn't deny her own feelings, there were battles raging within her that needed to be confronted. "Naruto," she began, her voice trembling with hesitation, "I want you to know that I care about you deeply. Your love means a lot to me, and it's not something I take lightly." Naruto looked at her with a mixture of anticipation and understanding. "Ino, I know this is a lot to process, and I don't want to rush you into anything. Just take your time." Ino nodded, her golden hair brushing gently against the grass beneath her. "It's not that I don't have feelings for you, Naruto. I do, and they've been growing stronger with every passing day. But I've always been afraid of letting someone in, of being vulnerable." Naruto listened, his expression compassionate and attentive. "Ino, I understand your fears. I've had my own share of doubts and insecurities. But I've learned that sometimes taking a chance, even when you're scared, can lead to something beautiful." Ino's sapphire eyes were filled with turmoil as she continued, "You see, Naruto, I've faced heartbreak in the past. Losing Asuma-sensei and Shikamaru, it was devastating. I've built these walls around my heart to protect myself from ever feeling that kind of pain again." Naruto reached out and gently touched her hand, his touch warm and reassuring. "Ino, I get it. But sometimes, love is worth the risk. It's worth a chance of finding something real and beautiful." Ino turned to him, her voice filled with emotion. "Naruto, I'm just afraid that if I let myself fall in love with you, I might lose you too. And I don't know if I can bear that kind of loss again." Naruto understood the depth of Ino's fears and her past wounds. He didn't want to push her into a decision she wasn't ready for, but he couldn't deny the strength of his feelings for her. "Ino, I won't pretend to know the future, but I promise to cherish and protect our love. We can face the uncertainties together, and whatever happens, we'll be stronger for it." Ino's turmoil had been laid bare, and she appreciated Naruto's unwavering support and understanding. She knew she couldn't stay confined within the walls she had built around her heart forever. She also knew that if she let her fears control her, she might miss out on the love and happiness she had been yearning for. As they lay on the grassy hill, the night sky above them, the moon and stars bore witness to the complexity of their emotions. Ino's inner turmoil was like a tempest, but there was a glimmer of hope, a yearning to let go of her past and embrace a future that was filled with love and happiness. Naruto, for his part, had taken a chance by confessing his love, and while the future was uncertain, he was willing to wait, to be patient, and to walk this path with Ino, no matter where it might lead. The moonlight danced upon their intertwined fingers, and in the midst of their turmoil, they found solace in the gentle touch of one another's hands. The journey ahead was a challenging one, but their shared bond was a beacon of hope that would guide them through the storm, no matter how fierce it may be. In the days that followed their heartfelt conversation on the grassy hill, Ino and Naruto decided to give their budding romance a chance. The moonlit night had revealed the depth of their feelings for each other, and they were willing to explore this new chapter in their lives together. Their love grew with each passing day, like a delicate flower blossoming under the warm rays of the sun. Ino and Naruto's connection deepened, and they discovered that they complemented each other perfectly. Ino's calm, nurturing nature was a soothing balm to Naruto's energetic spirit. She had a way of bringing tranquility to his restless heart, and he admired her ability to see the beauty in the world, even in the midst of adversity. Naruto's unwavering support and unwavering spirit gave Ino the strength to face her past and conquer the fears that had held her back for so long. With him by her side, she found the courage to let go of the walls she had built around her heart and embrace the love that had been growing within her. Their first official date took them to the Konoha Botanical Gardens, a place where they could share their love for the beauty of nature. They strolled hand in hand, their fingers interlaced, as they marveled at the colorful array of flowers, the serene ponds, and the fragrance of blooming cherry blossoms. Ino leaned against a railing overlooking a koi pond, her gaze fixed on the graceful fish swimming beneath the water's surface. "You know, Naruto," she began, "I used to come here with Asuma-sensei. He loved these gardens, and we'd spend hours just talking and enjoying the tranquility." Naruto listened attentively, sensing the weight of her memories. "I'm glad you're sharing this with me, Ino." Ino turned to him, her expression soft. "I want to, Naruto. I want you to be a part of my past, my present, and my future." Naruto smiled, his love for Ino shining in his eyes. "And I want the same, Ino. I want to be there for you, to create new memories together." As the days turned into weeks, their relationship deepened. They shared stories, dreams, and even their fears, all the while growing closer and more in love. Every moment they spent together felt like a gift, a precious opportunity to nurture their blossoming romance. One evening, as the sun set over the village, Ino sat at the window of her flower shop, lost in thought. Naruto had been a pillar of strength in her life, and she had found in him a love that was both comforting and exhilarating. She knew that their connection was something truly special. Naruto entered the flower shop, a bouquet of vibrant flowers in his hand. He approached Ino, his eyes filled with affection. "These are for you, Ino." Ino accepted the bouquet, her heart swelling with gratitude. Naruto, you always know how to make me smile. Naruto chuckled. Well, that's my goal, Ino. As he joined her at the window, Ino turned to him, her voice soft and sincere. Naruto, I never thought I'd find someone who understands me like you do. You've brought so much light and love into my life. Naruto reached out and gently touched her cheek. Ino, you've brought the same to mine. You've shown me a side of the world I've never seen, and I'm grateful for that. Ino leaned in, her lips meeting Naruto's in a tender and passionate kiss. Their connection, once tentative and filled with uncertainty, had grown into a love that was as beautiful and vibrant as the flowers that surrounded them. Their journey had its share of challenges, but they faced them with unwavering support and a love that grew stronger with each passing day. Ino and Naruto had discovered that love was not just about happiness, it was about being there for each other through the storms and basking in the sunshine when it broke through the clouds. Ino and Naruto's love story was a testament to the power of vulnerability and the beauty of letting someone in, even when the past was filled with pain and uncertainty. They had found in each other the missing pieces of their hearts, and together, they were creating a love story that would stand the test of time, like the cherry blossoms that adorned their village every spring. Their love had blossomed, just like the flowers in Ino's shop, and as they stood together, hand in hand, they knew that their future was as bright and promising as the radiant sun that set over the village of Konoha. Naruto and Ino's blossoming relationship faced its fair share of trials and challenges as they embarked on this new chapter of their lives together. It was a journey filled with growth, understanding, and the shared determination to overcome obstacles that tested their love. One of the first challenges they faced was the hustle and bustle of their demanding ninja careers. Naruto's duties as a shinobi often took him on extended missions, and Ino's responsibilities at the flower shop kept her occupied for long hours. Balancing their personal and professional lives was not always easy, but they both understood the importance of supporting each other's ambitions. Late one evening, after a particularly exhausting mission, Naruto arrived at the Yamanaka flower shop. He was met with the sight of Ino tending to a bouquet of daffodils, her expression a mix of exhaustion and determination. Ino looked up, her eyes lighting up with a mixture of relief and affection when she saw Naruto. Naruto, you're back. Naruto nodded, a tired but grateful smile on his face. Yeah, Ino. It's been a long one. Ino approached him and took his hand, guiding him to a cozy corner in the shop. You look like you could use a break. Let's sit down and talk for a bit. As they settled in, Naruto's eyes filled with warmth and admiration for Ino. She was not just his loving partner, but also an independent, hardworking woman who pursued her dreams with dedication. Ino, he began, I want to be there for you as much as I can, but my missions sometimes take me away for a while. I don't want you to feel like I'm neglecting you or our relationship. Ino leaned in, her fingers brushing his cheek. Naruto, I understand the demands of your job, just like you understand mine. We both have goals, and it's important to support each other. It's what makes our love stronger. Naruto nodded, his heart swelling with love for Ino. You're right, Ino. We'll make it work, no matter the distance or the challenges. Their ability to communicate openly and support each other through their demanding careers became a cornerstone of their relationship. They learned that love wasn't just about being together all the time, but about understanding, trust, and unwavering support. Another trial they faced was the skepticism and opinions of others in the village. Naruto had always been a well-known figure in Konoha, and his relationship with Ino had not gone unnoticed. Some were supportive, while others questioned the depth of their connection. One evening, Naruto and Ino were enjoying a quiet dinner at Ichiraku Ramen when they overheard a group of villagers at a nearby table talking about their relationship. Did you hear about Naruto and Ino? They're together now. I don't know, seems like an odd match. He's so loud and unpredictable, and she's so refined and elegant. Ino glanced at Naruto, her eyes filled with concern. Naruto, do you think people are talking about us? Naruto sighed, his expression a mixture of frustration and understanding. Yeah, Ino, I've heard some chatter. But what's important is what we feel for each other. Let them talk. We know our love is real. Ino smiled, her heart touched by Naruto's unwavering support. You're right, Naruto. Our love is what matters the most. Their love had to withstand not just their own doubts and insecurities, but also the judgments and opinions of others. They learned to ignore the noise and focus on the connection they shared. Ino's past was another challenge that they had to face together. Her fear of letting someone in, the pain of losing her beloved mentor, Asuma, and her deep affection for Shikamaru were all part of her complicated emotional landscape. One evening, as they sat under the same cherry blossom tree where they had shared their first kiss, Ino confided in Naruto about her past. She told him about her reluctance to love again and the pain she had carried for so long. Naruto listened attentively, his heart aching for the pain Ino had endured. He reached out and gently held her hand, his touch a reassuring anchor. Ino, I know it's not easy to face your past, but you don't have to do it alone. I'm here for you, no matter what. Ino's eyes brimmed with tears, but this time, they were tears of relief and gratitude. "Naruto, I'm so lucky to have you. Your love has given me the strength to confront my past and look forward to our future." Their relationship wasn't perfect, but it was real, filled with moments of laughter, love, and understanding. With each trial they faced, their love only grew stronger, like a sturdy tree that had weathered many storms. Naruto and Ino's journey together was a testament to the power of love, the importance of communication, and the strength that came from supporting each other's dreams and facing challenges head-on. They learned that love wasn't just about the happy moments, but also about navigating the trials of life together. As they held hands under the cherry blossom tree, their love was as enduring and beautiful as the blossoms that surrounded them, a symbol of their commitment to each other and the future they were building together. Naruto and Ino's love had withstood the trials and challenges they encountered, emerging stronger with each passing day. Their bond was undeniable, and as their love continued to blossom, they began to dream about the future they would build together. One warm summer evening, they sat on the grassy hill where Naruto had confessed his love, gazing at the same moon that had witnessed their journey. The moonlight bathed their faces as they held hands, fingers entwined, and shared their hopes and dreams. Naruto turned to Ino, his eyes filled with a sense of purpose and devotion. "Ino, I can't help but think about our future together. I want to build a life with you, create a home filled with love and happiness." Ino's heart swelled with warmth and joy as she looked into Naruto's eyes. "Naruto, I feel the same way. I want us to have a future together, to make our dreams come true." They talked about their aspirations, envisioning a life in Konoha, their beloved village. Naruto wanted to continue serving as a shinobi, protecting the place that had become his home. Ino expressed her desire to expand the Yamanaka flower shop, creating a haven of beauty and serenity for the people of Konoha. Naruto spoke of the family they would build together, and Ino's eyes sparkled with anticipation as she imagined their children playing among the blossoms, just as they themselves had done in their youth. As the months turned into years, their love grew deeper and their dreams began to take shape. They purchased a small house in a tranquil part of Konoha, surrounded by a lush garden where Ino cultivated her beloved flowers. The house became a sanctuary, filled with the aroma of blooming roses, lilies, and cherry blossoms. Ino's dream of expanding her flower shop came to fruition, and it became a popular destination in the village. People came from far and wide to admire the exquisite bouquets and seek Ino's expert advice on tending to their own gardens. Naruto continued to serve as a respected shinobi, protecting the village he loved. His tireless dedication and unwavering spirit inspired those around him, and he became a symbol of hope and resilience in Konoha. Their shared dreams of a family also came to fruition, and they welcomed their first child into the world. A beautiful baby girl with golden hair, she brought even more love and laughter to their home. Her presence filled their lives with joy and made their bond as a family even stronger. As they sat in their tranquil garden, their daughter playing at their feet, Naruto and Ino couldn't help but feel overwhelmed with gratitude. They had built the life they had dreamed of, a life filled with love, beauty, and the unwavering support of each other. Naruto reached out and took Ino's hand, his touch filled with affection and devotion. "Ino, I'm so grateful for everything we've created together. You are the love of my life, and I cherish every moment with you." Ino smiled, her eyes reflecting the depth of her love for Naruto. "Naruto, you've brought so much love and happiness into my life. I couldn't imagine a better future, a better partner, than you." Their love was a testament to the power of perseverance, understanding, and the unwavering commitment to building a life together. They had found in each other the missing pieces of their hearts, and their future was as bright and promising as the cherry blossoms that adorned their garden. Their dreams had come true, and as they looked at their daughter, the embodiment of their love, they knew that their love story was something truly special, a love that had bloomed against all odds and continued to flourish with each passing day. Under the same moon that had witnessed their journey, Naruto and Ino sat together, hand in hand, knowing that their love was a love that would last a lifetime, a love that would always be as enduring and beautiful as the blossoms that surrounded them. Ino's past demons, which she had kept at bay for so long, resurfaced unexpectedly, casting a shadow over their otherwise blissful life. Her fears and painful memories threatened to tear apart the love they had built, but she was determined not to let them control her any longer. One evening, as Naruto and Ino sat in their garden, surrounded by the fragrance of blooming flowers and the laughter of their daughter, Ino's gaze drifted into the distance. Naruto sensed her inner turmoil and turned to her, his eyes filled with concern. "Ino, is everything okay?" he asked, gently breaking the silence. Ino took a deep breath, her voice trembling as she finally voiced the fears that had haunted her for so long. "Naruto, I thought I had put the past behind me, but these memories keep coming back. I'm afraid of losing the people I love, just like I lost Asuma-sensei and Shikamaru." Naruto reached out and took her hand, his touch providing comfort and assurance. "Ino, you don't have to face these fears alone. I'm here for you, always." Ino's eyes welled up with tears and she leaned into Naruto's embrace. "Naruto, I want to confront my demons, to let go of this pain. But I'm scared." Naruto held her close, his heart aching for her. "Ino, we'll do it together. You don't have to carry this burden by yourself. We'll face your fears head on." With Naruto's unwavering support, Ino began a journey to confront her past and heal the wounds that had haunted her for years. She visited Asuma's grave, letting go of her guilt and finding solace in the memories of her beloved mentor. She also sought therapy with a trusted friend, a fellow shinobi who had experience dealing with past traumas. Through their sessions, Ino slowly unveiled the layers of her pain, shedding light on the fears that had held her captive for so long. Naruto was there every step of the way, holding her hand and providing the strength she needed to confront her inner demons. His love was a constant source of support, his unwavering belief in her slowly eroding the barriers she had built around her heart. As the months passed, Ino's progress was undeniable. Her fears no longer controlled her, and she was able to embrace her memories of Asuma and Shikamaru with gratitude, honoring their legacy and the lessons they had taught her. Ino's journey to healing was a testament to the power of love, support, and the strength that came from facing one's inner demons. Her relationship with Naruto had only grown stronger, knowing that they could overcome anything together. One evening, as they sat together under the same cherry blossom tree that had witnessed their first kiss, Ino turned to Naruto, her eyes filled with love and gratitude. "Naruto, I can't thank you enough for helping me face my past. I couldn't have done it without you." Naruto smiled, his eyes filled with pride and love for Ino. "Ino, I'll always be here for you. We've faced your demons together and we'll face whatever comes our way, no matter what." Their love was unbreakable, a love that had grown stronger through the trials and challenges they had faced together. They knew that they were meant to be, that their love was a force that could conquer anything, even the darkest of fears. Under the same moon that had witnessed their journey, Naruto and Ino sat together, hand in hand, knowing that their love was as enduring and beautiful as the blossoms that surrounded them, and that no matter what life brought, they would face it together, stronger than ever. As the seasons continued to change, so did Naruto and Ino's love story. Their love not only endured but flourished, becoming a powerful force that filled their lives with warmth, happiness, and a profound sense of unity. Naruto, the once lonely ninja, had found a true partner in Ino, and Ino, who had guarded her heart for so long, discovered the beauty of love and trust. Their bond was a living testament to the transformative power of love, perseverance, and the willingness to confront their own fears and insecurities. Their journey was an inspiration to those around them, a story that spoke to the hearts of many who had watched them grow together. The couple's days were filled with shared laughter, intimate moments, and the simple joys of everyday life. Mornings started with Ino's beautiful garden, its vibrant colors symbolizing the love that had bloomed in their hearts. Naruto, always an early riser, often found himself wandering through the blossoms, reflecting on the beautiful life they had built together. Ino had finally let go of her past demons, her heart and spirit lighter than they had ever been. Her flower shop had become a thriving business, attracting customers from all corners of the village. But it was the bond she shared with Naruto that gave her life the most profound meaning. One day, as they tended to their garden, Naruto turned to Ino, his expression filled with love. "Ino, you've brought so much beauty into my life, just like these flowers. You've helped me see the world in a different way, and I'll be forever grateful for that." Ino smiled, her heart swelling with affection. "Naruto, you've given me love, support, and a future I never thought possible. I couldn't ask for a better partner." Their daughter, a vibrant and curious child, had brought even more joy into their lives. She was a constant reminder of the love they shared and a testament to the future they were building together. Family outings to the Konoha Botanical Gardens became a tradition, with their daughter marveling at the vibrant blooms and the serene atmosphere. It was during one of these visits that Naruto and Ino made an important decision. "Naruto," Ino began, "what do you think about expanding our garden at home? It would be a beautiful place for our daughter to grow up." Naruto's eyes lit up with enthusiasm. "Ino, I love that idea. Let's do it. Our home will be even more special with a garden where we can create more memories together." Their decision to expand their garden became a shared project. They spent weekends planning, planting, and nurturing new flowers and plants. It was a labor of love, a joint effort that brought them even closer, a metaphor for their growing relationship. The village of Konoha had witnessed their love story from its beginning, from the moment Naruto had first wandered into Ino's flower shop to their first date, their trials, and the joys of their family life. They had become an inspiration to those around them, a testament to the transformative power of love, patience, and perseverance. Friends and family often commented on how Naruto and Ino's love had changed them, how it had shown them the beauty of vulnerability and the strength that came from opening their hearts to the possibility of love. Their love story was a living testament that it was never too late to find happiness and that true love could flourish even in the face of past pain and uncertainty. Under the same moon that had witnessed their journey, Naruto and Ino continued to blossom together, their love as enduring and beautiful as the blossoms that surrounded them. They were a couple who had grown together, faced their demons, and emerged stronger, a love that had become a beacon of hope for all those who had the privilege of knowing them. Their love story was a testament to the power of love's ability to heal, transform, and inspire, a love story that would stand the test of time and continue to inspire others for generations to come. The passage of time did little to dim the flame of Naruto and Ino's love. As the seasons changed and years passed, their love remained as constant as the eternal blossoms in Ino's flower shop. Their journey had been one of growth, healing, and transformation, and their love had evolved to become an unwavering force in their lives. Naruto, the once lonely ninja, had blossomed into a devoted partner, a loving father, and a respected protector of Konoha. His fiery spirit and determination had not diminished, but they had found a new focus in the love he shared with Ino and their daughter. The village, which had once seen him as the unpredictable troublemaker, now regarded him as a symbol of hope and resilience, a testament to the power of unwavering love. Ino, the florist who had guarded her heart for so long, had become a radiant force of nature, her inner beauty shining even brighter than her beloved flowers. Her flower shop had not only become a thriving business, but also a symbol of the beauty and love she had found with Naruto. Her wisdom, kindness, and strength had touched the lives of many, making her an indispensable part of the community. Their daughter, a vivacious and intelligent young girl, was a testament to the love and happiness that filled their home. She carried their legacy of resilience, determination, and unwavering support, becoming a symbol of the bright future they had built together. One beautiful spring afternoon, Naruto and Ino found themselves in their expanded garden, the vibrant colors of the flowers reflecting the love that had blossomed between them. They sat on a bench, their hands interlocked, basking in the warmth of the sun. "Ino," Naruto began, his voice soft and filled with affection, "I can't help but think about our journey together. From the moment we met in your flower shop to this day, our love has been a constant and eternal flame that keeps burning." Ino turned to Naruto, her eyes shimmering with love. "Naruto, our love has transformed us, made us better individuals and a stronger couple. I couldn't have asked for a more beautiful love story." Naruto smiled, his heart filled with gratitude. "You know, Ino, our story is proof that sometimes the most unexpected pairings can create the most beautiful love stories." Their love was indeed a testament to the beauty of unexpected love, proving that love could flourish even when the odds were stacked against it. Their journey had been filled with trials, but those trials had only strengthened their love and made it more beautiful. Their eternal love had been a beacon of hope to those around them, inspiring others to open their hearts to the possibility of love and to confront their inner demons, just as Ino had done. It had shown that love was not just about the happy moments, but also about navigating the trials of life together and emerging stronger on the other side. Under the same moon that had witnessed their journey, Naruto and Ino sat together, hand in hand, knowing that their love was as enduring and beautiful as the blossoms that surrounded them. Their love was eternal, a love that would last a lifetime and beyond, a love that had transformed them and those who had the privilege of knowing their story. As they gazed into each other's eyes, they knew that their love was a love that would stand the test of time, a love that would continue to flourish and inspire for generations to come, an eternal love that was as beautiful and enduring as the blossoms that adorned their garden. So this part ends here. Alright, that's it for today's video guys, let me know in the comments section how was the story, and also don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I will meet you in another video, bye bye.